Hello, welcome back to Cooking with April and More, where I can take a delicious, nutritious, and beautiful looking meal and just tear it all up, and it still comes out good. If you want to see this, stay tuned, and I'll show you exactly how I do this. Okay, for this pepper steak, you need flank steak. It says 2 pounds. But I only have 1.74 pounds, so we're going to work with what we got. You need 2 bell peppers, a big onion, but I only have, and I want extra vegetables, so I'm going to cut up all 3 of these, both onions. You'll need some minced garlic, some ginger. You can use fresh. I'm not even going to attempt to buy it because last time it molded and I threw it away. You need some honey, and you need some cornstarch, and of course salt and pepper, and anything else I forget, I'll tell you while I'm adding it in there. Oh, and soy sauce. Let me get this party started by chopping everything up. I have our meat here. Just gonna get it out. Now, the striations of the meat are running this way horizontally, so we're gonna cut it vertically. Okay, that's very important. Good gracious, can you see the meat? That's very important because you don't want your meat to be tough. You want it to be actually tender. I just knew that because of the fold, there was a ton of meat underneath it, but there's not. It is what it is. It's pretty thick though. That's a good thing. I need to cut it super thin. I'm not too terribly sure that my knife skills are going to be good enough for it. And as Alton Brown would say, you want to cut it on the bias. Oh, I used to love to watch him. And what was it he used to do at night? Like he would teach you the rhythm or the reason and the rhyme of everything. I thought that was so awesome. Good Eats, that's what it was called. I knew I would have to think of it. I need a sharper knife because this one I should have froze the meat a little bit. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut it in half. There we go. And then that way it'll be more smaller, tender pieces. There we go. Now we're cooking with a brain. All this connective tissue, you want it to be easier than tougher, but this knife ain't no joke. It's terrible. If I got something else, yeah boy, I'm gonna use this sucker. This one will cut. Look at that. Fillet knife. So I seen this on a video. I will do my best to try to attach a picture of what I just am not smart enough when it comes to YouTube. I know that probably hinders me more than it helps me, but I'm not smart enough to like do a side-by-side. I don't know how to do that. If you know how to do that, leave me a comment in the description box below. Plus, I don't have really a lot of time to spend on YouTube like I probably should to, you know, to really get myself going, for the simple fact that I work so much. But, you know, one day at a time. That's all I can do is one day at a time. And like today I'm off, so I'm going to try to record as many videos as I possibly can. However, I don't know, you know, so I'm constantly busy. And then of course I'm off the weekend. I am on call Sunday. This meat is not going at an angle at all. You see, I ended up going straight up and down. But anyway, if it's not tender, I'll just chew it until it is tender and then swallow it. My digestive system have to work extra hard. But what was I saying? Not being able to focus on YouTube like I should. But it is what it is. I just, you know, and I'm not electronically savvy, technology savvy, however you say it. I tell you one thing, if I can get something going, by George, good on me. But I'm very impatient. I know that sounds crazy. I think everybody who works in the operating room is impatient. Like, you know, you need an instrument. You needed it 15 minutes ago, not when you thought you needed it. It's difficult, but that does do a hindrance on you, I tell you. It will really drive you insane. Now, this piece is going to be tough, but guess what? It's meat, and we're going to eat it. But I'm glad we got this knife by George, because it sure is working good. But anyway, back to the YouTube stuff. I can squirrel in a minute. I really need to focus on working harder on my YouTube channel to get more technology savvy with it. That's what I need to do. I mean, even when it comes down to the description box and typing things out, I will shorten something in a heartbeat. I can talk to you better than I can sit down and type, just because sitting down and type takes my time. And anything that takes my time, other than me moving around or running my mouth, is an inconvenience, in my opinion, to myself, from myself. So it is what it is. All right, look at there. See? Sat here and talked through the entire cutting of that meat. Okay, follow along with me. All right. I don't know how good this is going to turn out. We're going to try. I should have had all this opened and ready. So pause until I can get myself together. I'm back. I don't know for how long, but I'm back. Okay, so we need 3 cloves of garlic. I'm not going to do the fresh garlic just because I can't keep it. It goes bad. So 3 cloves. I am doubling the sauce recipe just because I am a saucy person and I love sauce. So 3 cloves, so that would be 1, 2, 3. Looks like it's good. I don't like a lot of garlic. I know this is contradicting, but I don't mind it, but I'm not like a massive fan of it. You need a thumb size of ginger, like, you know, your thumb. I love ginger, so I'm good with that. You need 3 tablespoons of oil, but total is 6. So right now, 3 tablespoons of oil go in here. This olive oil is good because this is the only olive oil I have. I got that when I was in Massachusetts. So, oh, I forgot to pull the little thing out. So 3 years later, we will have 3 tablespoons of oil. I'm actually measuring. Actually, I would probably need 6 tablespoons of oil if I'm doubling this recipe, wouldn't I? Let me just see if I can't get this thing to go a little better. There we go. I had to pop this piece out. No, it still ain't gonna go any faster, is it? Is it like a funnel? You gotta hold it a particular way. 2. It's gonna produce its own oil too. Maybe I should just do 3 and do more of everything else. It says also that we need some chicken seasoning. I don't have it. I thought I packed it up and brought it back with me, but I didn't. Oh well, it is what it is, right? I have bouillon. Probably could crush that up, but I'm not going to. 1.5 teaspoons of honey. So I'm going to double that to where it's going to be 3 teaspoons of honey. So we're going to do it, and you know, it's honey. So we'll do a tablespoon. Oh, maybe 2 tablespoons now. Oh, this honey looks so good. It was expensive as all get out, but it looks very, very good. Oh no, do you see that? They all just came off. Let me just put this here. Stay. And then we need a 1/2 cup of water, which would be a full cup of water. So I need 2 of these. Whoops, that spilled on the floor. Do you see that? 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. Whoops, so that's 1.5. That's 1.5, that's 3. okay? 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Ah, did you see that, by George? Child of mercy. Can't do nothing without me. Oh, George, want how many? 2, so I'm doubling it, so 4. This is the low sodium. And I'm not missing anything other than the, whatchamadoodle, the chicken bouillon, salt and pepper. I'm not gonna put a lot of salt because it's got soy sauce in it. But you know me and Miss Pepper, we're gonna dice it up, baby. This is our marinade for our meat. All right, now let's whisk it up. It smells really good. Okay, so now we've created this, we are going to put I'm gonna put the meat in the bigger bowl just so it has more room. And she said to let this sit for 20 to 30 minutes. Hers is not as runny as mine. I don't know why, but it's okay. I'm sure I messed something up somewhere, but we're gonna figure it out. I bet it's still gonna be absolutely delicious. So I'm gonna let this sit for 20-30 minutes. Okay, so I've got my cast iron skillet excruciatingly hot. I'm gonna put in some oil. Hopefully we won't smoke us out of here or set off the fire alarm. I have a feeling that's what's gonna happen. Sorry, excuse me. Let me turn on the fan. Okay, so my steak, I messed up. It was not supposed to sit in the slurry. The slurry was supposed to go in after the vegetables were cooked, but it's okay. You know, we're gonna make it work. We're gonna take the meat and we're just going to stick it in here as best as I can. I just want a good sear on this meat, but I don't need the juice. That's what sucks. It's okay, I can make more slurry. I'm only going to cook a little bit of this meat at a time. There. I'm only going to cook a little bit of this meat at a time just so I can get a good sear on it. So maybe this will be enough and then I'll cook this separately. I'll have to remake the slurry, but it's okay. I might use this and add a little bit to it, who knows. We just want a crust on the bottom of our steak or all around our meat. Leave it to April to mess something up. Yeah, see that's pretty. Okay, my meat is cooked, okay? It's saucy, I'm gonna tell you. You don't get a fat person in the kitchen, or any chef at that, whether they fat, skinny, or whatever, that doesn't sample the meat, okay? That doesn't sample their product that they're cooking. So I tasted this meat, and let me just say, child of mercy. This John Brown stuff is good. I don't care if you make it my way. I don't care if you make it her way. Do it your way. You turn it into whatever you want. Like Mama Mel said in The Kitchen with Mama Mel, a recipe is a guideline. You alter it to your liking. And child of mercy, I didn't even know I was messing it up, but let me just say, it's good. It is delicious. Very tender, very good. Oh, I could just go on and on and on, but I'm not. I'm going to shut up, okay? So now I've got my wok here, and now I've got it smoking. So that's a good thing. Now I just need to put a little bit of oil. This is where the extra oil comes in play. Some oil, if I can get it in there, and some more garlic and ginger, but I'm going to use very little, okay? We need it piping hot. I think I put a little much. That was garlic. This is ginger. Okay, let me get one of these spoons here. You don't want to burn it, which is probably what I'm sitting here fixing to do. Let me get the vegetables. There we go. That'll help calm it down. You want to get a nice char on your vegetables. She said only cook them to your liking. I love that. So, gosh. So I'm just going to, if you can hear me, I am just going to blister my vegetables. Like, put a little char on them. And then we'll add the slurry sauce in there, which I have. And then we'll add in the meat back in. God, it smells really, really good. Oh, here, smell it. We all need smell-o-vision. Emerald Lagasse's been saying that for coonbuck ages. And I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper just to help bring the moisture out. Not a lot. There's a lot of sodium in that soy sauce, even though it's low sodium. And this black pepper, I could go for hours, so... It's like that saying goes, I just season until my ancestors whisper to me, okay, that's enough, my child. I want it to come out faster, but it won't. Oh, I just wish you could smell it here. Oh, it smells so divine. Let me turn my heat back up now. All right, I'm just going to let them sit there for a minute or two. Okay, now that I've got, I would like to have a little bit more blister, but they're kind of, because there's so many, and I'm not able to have a hot enough pot, they're kind of steaming, so they're getting softer. So I'm just going to stir my slurry. This is what I marinated the steak in incorrectly, which is, it's fine. And then I'm going to just pour it in here. We'll let this come to a boil. It'll get nice and thick. And then I'll add in the meat. Okay, my sauce has gotten thick. See, that's what I like. That char on those onions. Yummy. So now I'm just going to add back in my steak. And give it a toss. It's done. Y'all, does that not look good or what? Oh man, we need taste-o-vision and smell-o-vision. That's what we need. So there you have it. Even though I screwed up the recipe, which is nothing unusual with me, you know I'm going to always mess up something. But hey, I hope this video put some yummy in your tummy and a smile in your heart, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!